Hey, blessings everyone. This is Yanni, the only luckologist. Today is Monday, May the 29th. I know you guys haven't seen us in a while. A lot has happened. So where do I start? Okay, so I'm recovering from surgery. Yes, I had surgery. That's why you guys didn't hear from me plus I was off all of May. I finally had my BBL and
Yanni,
my
stop
life.
lying.
Excuse me. I finally had my BBL and my life.
Why in the world you lying?
Anyway,
Why you always lying?
I finally had, excuse me, for the viewers who's listening to me, I finally had my BBL.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to lies. I apologize.
Okay, all right. I had my thyroid taken out, okay? I didn't have the You could have given me a chance to sell it, Jimmy. Jeez. Because I was going to tell you guys, I had my BBL, I had my waist snatch. I'm going to do twerking videos later, because now I got that big butt. I had my implants done. No, I didn't do any of that. I had my thyroid removed. I had a thyroid up to me last week. Not last week, on the 18th of this month. So my voice is still a little hoarse. As you guys know, I have Graves' disease. So it was time to remove the thyroid. I was actually going to do an entire video on why I opt for removing my thyroid versus keeping my thyroid in. I will do that another time. Today's video is about us starting back to work. Yes, we are back to Blessed Crumbs at the New Jersey location. All right, so for the new people who just subscribed or whatever, or just was calling and they weren't getting an answer, every now and then I have to remind or just say this. Jimmy and I work in cycles. Years ago, we used to work all year round. We don't. We work in cycles and we only work at two locations, New Jersey and Georgia. So we work in New Jersey. We are working in New Jersey the month of June. We start working from June the 5th, which is next Monday, through the 25th. Okay, after that, we rest for like a week and a half, and then we head to Georgia for July. I do not know the dates for Georgia just yet. So we are only taking bookings for the New Jersey location. If you've never seen us before and you want to be Jimmy's magic, wash hands in your head, massage, and all that good stuff, and you fall asleep and you're like, oh, this feels so good, all right, then you can call to book an appointment for the New Jersey location. Do not ever try to book me via text. That text will go ignored. I do not book new people via text. If you're someone who saw me before, then yeah, you guys already know regulars. You guys know how we communicate. But if you're new and you've never seen us, you have to call and leave a voicemail. Please speak your name and your telephone number very slowly and very clearly. I do not need a last name. Just, hey, my name is Gabby. My number is 5555555. I'd like to call to book an appointment to have my locks done. That's really about it. Remember, we don't do children's here. I did a video on why I don't do children's here. I do not do faux locks. They're amazing locticians. I watch some of their work and they're doing magic with faux locks. It's not my thing, to each his own. But the beauty about the lock community, you can choose whichever way you want to go. I don't do Jimmy and I do not do it. Okay? Please be patient. I return calls between the hours of, what is it? 4 and 6 to 7 p.m. That's the time I'm going to return your calls. I don't like calling people during the day because most of you are at work and I don't want to disturb you. So be patient. You don't have to call 1,000,001 times. One call is enough. Voicemail, hey Yanni, it's Sharon. I'd like to book an appointment with you and Jimmy to have my hair done. That's it. Okay? What else it is I need to say? So am I missing anything, Jimmy? I like to interrupt people when they're talking. No, you don't want to interrupt me. I'm not ready. I'm telling the truth, right? I have tons of videos to post because when we were in Georgia the last time, we did lots of videos. But during the month, I'm not working because, as I said, we work in cycles. So after I'm done with July in Georgia, all of September we are off. No, is it September? No. June, July, all of August we are off. Then September we back to New Jersey. Then after September, October, we're in Georgia. And then all of November, we're off. That's how we work, okay? So 1 month New Jersey, 1 month for Georgia, 1 month for resting, and so on. And it's not an entire month we work. We just work for like maybe 17, 18 days, okay? Eventually, I'm going to post the video on why I choose to remove my thyroid, how I am dealing with Graves' disease. My surgery was a success. I healed very fast from surgery. Within 5 days, no, 4 to 5 days, the stitches were out. See, I have no scar or anything like that. My voice, I don't have any pain. I had a goiter also, so that's the protruding of the neck. My thyroid came in a goiter. I'm blessed where there was no cancers in my thyroid. They did the biopsies and all the testing and all of that. My calcium level was fine. And yeah, I know a lot of people who are not really educated on how Graves' disease work. They'll say things like, why you remove your thyroid? You have to take medication for the rest of your life and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, my thyroid was operating at a 10% level. So it was almost dead. Radiation did not help my thyroid. It didn't do anything for me. In fact, it made me sick and put me into another thyroid storm or Graves' disease storm. And yeah, so even if I kept the thyroid, I would still have to take medication for the rest of my life. So either way, okay? And so I took it out. But the video I like to do in the future about my thyroid removal is what really is Graves' disease, and how, for the people who don't understand that Graves' disease and thyroid disease are two different things, but they're kind of the same, and how autoimmune diseases work. This is not a diet thing. All you people who in this cult with, you just jump on the bandwagon about eating properly and all of that. I was eating properly since I was born. Okay, that's how we eat in Trinidad, where I'm from. Growing up, I'm from the 70s. I'm generation, what they call it, Gen X. So we ate properly growing up, and I still eat properly to this day. This is an autoimmune disease. Autoimmune diseases are genetic, just like dimples or green eyes or freckles or whatever. It is genetic. Okay, so diet had absolutely nothing to do with it. What diet does, it keeps it in check. Having a good diet is what keeps you healthy when you do get these autoimmune diseases. Okay, so stay tuned for that video. I have a video I'm about to post, one of my Georgia videos from last month. I hope you guys like it. I have tons of Georgia videos to post, and New Jersey videos. Just watch them, and remember, if you're calling to book an appointment, do not text me or email me. Please leave a voicemail, and I will call you. I will return your call between the hours of 4 p.m., 6 or 7 p.m. All right, be patient. Do not be weird. I get freaked out really fast. Don't make it creepy. All right, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Julia and I are looking forward to seeing you guys. I'm about to do some twerking videos because now my BBL and my waist is snatched. And I figure, are you going to stop my video while I'm lying?
No, I'm going to let you keep dreaming.
All right, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Hey, blessings everyone. This is Yanni, the only lockologist. So today I want to talk about two things. One is just to show this sister is new, right? She's actually a referral for one of our amazing clients who is a doctor. She's also a doctor, right? A doctor in chiropractic, yes, and that is very much needed. Hopefully soon, she and her friend who referred her, I can post their business so you guys can go to their business to get adjusted. I believe in chiropractors. They have helped Jimmy and I a lot because what we do for a living, I have scoliosis. Did not know that until they did the x-ray, right? And my jaw is twisted. Crazy, yeah. Yep. I'm a hot mess. Jimmy have kyphosis. That's a little hump in the back, but his spine is actually better than my spine, which is crazy. Okay, but I love chiropractors. It's very important to go get adjusted. It has helped a lot with our pain, like lower back pain, and but you know that lower back pain and all of that, even in tingling in the fingers. I don't get it as much. She knows. Yep. So one day, if she chooses to be a regular, I'd love to do a video with her talking more about the importance of why chiropractic care is very important to us. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, of course.
Good. And she could post her business and all of that. And we encourage people to go get adjusted. Okay, so she just came. This is her first time seeing us. The second she said, first of all, beautiful head of healthy hair, very thick, very disrespectful. She has the type of locks that her new growth grows with her scalp. I envy that. I'm joking. I don't envy locks. But that's a cool thing because it looks like this. It's not, everything grows with the lock. Mine here, the Negro grows away from the locks, right? So, but what I did notice with her, as soon as she said, I said a lot of product was used in your hair. So this part of the video, before Jimmy gives her her scalp cleanse and all of that, and lock cleanse. Sorry, keep your feet on the floor because I just put my foot here. Yeah. To keep my feet up. Thank you. I just didn't want to shift you. Right. If you guys look, I don't know if you can see it in the video, you see lines of buildup. So products was definitely used in here. That's why her locks feel so stiff and crispy, right? Could I turn you this way, smidgens? Right there. You guys are seeing the lines. I hope it's showing. I have both lights on, right? So what causes this? A lot of products, the people who are using, or if you're doing it yourself, the gels, the souffles, the creams, the waxes. I've said this a million times, so I'll say it 1,000,001 today. Whatever we put in our locks, when it comes to locks, stays in our locks, okay? Whatever we put in our locks stays in our locks. Some of the things that you guys have used when you had loose natural, you're still using it in locks. You should throw all that stuff away. Locks and loose natural, the only thing they have in common is that there's no chemicals in here, but they're two different things. Loose natural people, if they don't like something, they could just brush it off or go into the shower. Lock people, it stays in our locks. And especially if you have a texture here that holds on to things, and I already see she has the texture. You see, she's nodding, right? And I just met her literally 2 minutes ago, not even about 15 minutes, but I just met her, I already can see she has a texture that stays, that holds on to stuff. So what happens here, you guys are seeing it, this is also mixed up with lints, because all these creams, waxes, and souffles, they're very sticky substances. So like she was saying, she has a white sofa. I'm sure after work you relax on your sofa. Yes, you relax. So if you hug a friend, or if it's winter and you're wearing a scarf, whatever it is, lint is on everything. You cannot get you cannot get away from it. My hair is covered 24/7, and I will still have lint on my hair. Not as much as her, but lint, you cannot avoid it unless you're walking around in a bubble. Okay, so what happens now? The lint traps with the sticky substance, the products you put in your locks, and this is what happened. Unfortunately, Jimmy could wash the product out. Lint stains, especially when it's embedded. Please do not go on YouTube or follow somebody on YouTube telling you brush your locks. That's a whole nother video I'll do. That is foolishness. Do not brush your locks or pick at your locks. You are going to damage. Remember, the entanglement of every strand is what creates the lock. So if you become obsessed and you're constantly picking at it, you're going to break your locks down and you're going to damage your locks. We are going to get as much build up, not we, Jimmy's going to get as much build up as possible. What remains, if it bothers you in the future, you may want to look into coloring your hair, not dyeing, not like this red stuff. Yeah. You pick the exact color of your hair, so what it is, it blends into the lint. It's something you may need to do like maybe once a year. Okay. All right, it's just a suggestion. But let's see what happens after Jimmy washes it, okay? Yeah. So Jimmy's about to go cleanse her locks, give her a lock cleanse and scalp cleanse. She also has a bit of dandruff, which is fine. This is what we love doing. He's also going to give her an antifungal wash, and I'm going to tell her when she leaves how to treat this. She is one of those people where her dandruff or dry scalp becomes active during the cold season. So you were pretty itchy these past couple of days with this up and down weather, right? Yeah. Yep. Right. I figured that. Okay. When I come back, after I'm done with it here, I'm going to talk about the importance. I'm doing 2-in-1 of covering your locks. All right, so I'm going to do that afterwards, and I'm going to, actually, we sell a covering. I'm just going to use it as an example for you guys to see why it is important to cover your locks with silk or satin. Okay, so are you ready to go get blessed by Jimmy?
Oh, yeah.
Good. All right. Very thick. Ooh, very disrespectful. Turn around so they can see your amazing, beautiful hairline. That's what I'm talking about. See that? Perfecto. Look at that. Intact. All right. Perfect hairline. She got a 20 out of 10. She got a 20. We are back. Her hair is done. She has an undercut. That's this down here. She's going to go to her barber. Unfortunately, I don't cut hair. And she's going to have that shaped up. But you would never know she has an undercut because she was blessed, thanks to mom and dad, with a lot of hair. I didn't know she had an undercut until I got like, wait, what the heck? Where's it here? Even though she did tell me over the phone consultation, when we first spoke, I completely forgot. So anyway, you'll notice when she came, her hair was on her shoulder. I always tell clients, tell me the length of her hair. By the time Jimmy strips all that build-up and crap out of the hair, it always drops 2 to 3 inches longer. So if you look at before, her hair look a lot shorter. Now this is the length of it. All right. And it's a lot healthier. It's a lot, not seeing it was unhealthy, meaning it's a lot cleaner now that Jimmy cleaned it up. I'll tell her she's going to talk about her experience just now, but before she does, this is what I tell clients with you. in the future. I don't know if you do it, but this is for anyone watching, silk or satin. So my mother makes these. I'm not promoting it. I only sell it to my clients. We haven't started shipping it yet. This is just an example. It's about to, right now I think we are in spring, right? There's something that a lot of people get, like you who want to start doing gardening and stuff, not just covering your hair when you're home. Now, if your job doesn't allow you to cover your hair, don't cover your hair. But cover your hair when you're home. But another thing that people forget to cover their hair when they're out in their yard doing work. I have this client, she's also a doctor, PhD though. And she's been coming to us for years. She thought it was the color. And she's like, Yanni, I'm itching so bad. And I remember she and I bought our houses the same time. And she was doing like, fixing up the yard and all of that. She and her husband do like DIY kind of thing. Right. And while Jimmy was washing her hair, the water will come out like brownish green. And I'm like, wait a second, Jap. I call her Jap. Jap, are you in your yard a lot? And she's like, yeah. Is your hair covered? No. It was the pollen blowing. Whoa. That's what was causing, mixed with the sweat. So I came up with my own little prayer spirit. I say, you having seasonal scalp allergy, not the sneezy thing, meaning that all that pollen, even though she didn't have that type of allergy, all that pollen was blowing on her hair. And I said, okay, again, let's do an experiment. After Jimmy wash your hair and I do your hair, and I know you're going to do gardening for the next 3 months, have your hair covered, even if you wrap a towel around your hair. Even if you're going out to carry a trash can to the corner, wrap your hair up. The itching completely stopped. So for those of you, especially people who live in Georgia, you guys have more yard than we do in Jersey, right? Put your hand right, put it right there for me, queen. Have your hair covered with silk or satin. No stocking caps. Stocking caps is one of the worst things you can put on your hair. Okay, stocking caps pulls your hair out. I can't believe people still use it. Let me just switch this right there. Okay, so my mother makes these. She's been making these like 20 something years. Other people making it now, which is fine, but we've been making these since we lived in Trinidad. All right, the thing with when we make it, try to get one like this where the band instead of front. Do not get it with elastic. You don't want that elastic one that sells at the beauty supply store. It's going to snatch your hairline out. Okay, so I'm just showing an example of the type you want, the kind of ones that look like a little shower cap, but silk or satin. And this I think is satin. No, silk, I'm sorry. Or satin, I don't know. These that my mom made, she could either tie it in the back if Gabs decided to tie it in the back, or she could bring it forward like this. I'm not doing it tight. If she had it, she would do it to her comfort. How does that feel? Right. Okay. And of course she pulls it back. So get the ones that looks like this. Very soon I'll be shipping these. Not now. I got too much on my plate. Not really. I don't really have a lot on my plate. I just don't want to be doing it now. Let me stop lying. I don't have shit on my plate. Like, Yanni, stop lying. You're just freaking lazy. That's really the truth. I'm just lazy. Yeah, but for real, before by summer we'll start shipping these. All right. So my point is this: cover your hair. If you're a person who this is the time you want to start planting your garden, you even saying that you want to start doing your flowers, your goats and all of that. That's some of the yard stuff. Yes. Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's some of the yard stuff. Things are blowing, a lot of pollen on the tree. Cover your hair. Okay? And make sure after a couple of days you wash these, because what's in it when you touch it is gonna transfer. Okay? And that's it. Oh, sorry. Let me fix it here so you can look at the camera and tell them, how was your experience with us?
Oh, it was amazing. Jimmy does the most
phenomenal. I like how everybody go to Jimmy first. Wow.
Well,
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
All right, so Jimmy will give you the best hair massage that you ever have in your life, and literally clean everything.
Yeah.
And then Miss Yanni is just going to be very fast, very efficient, very educational, and just a good conversation. So.
I told you great things about your hair, because you thought you just had the most horrible scalp, and you're like, no, you just had a little dryness. So it's not dandruff. She has dry scalp that actually gets a little bad when the weather changes. That's all it is. Hopefully in the future, let's do a video about chiropractic care. I would love to have you back to at least talk about that and help a lot of people dealing with back issues who don't know what's to come away from surgery and medication. There's other holistic things they can do, and chiropractic is one of them. Okay.
Absolutely.
It was great having you as our guest. This was totally enjoyable. Let's give her one more sweep in the back. Let her shake it. So they go, look at that. It is moving. I think she came over. She was like, why is it so stiff? I'm like, that's those dryers they put you under and all that product. It bakes the hair and it shrinks it. So a lot of you don't know the natural length of your hair and you don't know your natural texture. And for the new people who are following or subscribing, no, I am not a stylist. That's understood. I never style hair. There's enough stylists. You throw a stone, you're going to hit a stylist. Our work, because she came from a stylist, our work is about the health of the hair. Should she decide to get married or go to a wedding or something big in her life, when she does go for that style from an actual stylist, they will have a beautiful head of healthy hair to work with. This is what healthy hair looks like. All right, guys, stay tuned for more videos. It looks great. It's funny, the red at the end, looking a little brighter too. Kind of pinkish.
Yeah, pinkish, yeah, for sure.
What was that, like crimson red when you first did it?
It was burgundy.
Burgundy. Okay, was it bleached or was it?
It was bleached and then I added the
And
color.
then did you do it or someone did it?
Someone did it.
Okay, when did you do it?
What are we in? So maybe a year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah.
You have very strong hair, because most people who bleach their hair, that ends will start to pop out. You do not have any danger of anything popping out.
Yes.
Thank mom or dad for that gene you have. You are blessed.
I also use Olaplex to help with the bonds. of
Oh,
the
okay.
hair,
Okay.
just to strengthen it. I don't use it every time I wash. But
Right,
I
but
will
once
use
in a
it.
while.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, guys, stay tuned for more videos.